Oh, wait. Can you hear me? Welcome to a new late night chat / creations / no ramen. That's it. That's the name. I am in China at the moment. And even if I'm in China, I know I should have some ramen. And I had some 2 days ago, but not tonight. Tonight, I decided to just have my boiled water and to do some sketches. I do not have tools or clay or anything here to do any stop motion, but I thought that I would just like to do some sketches with you guys to really build up my portfolio and maybe talk to you all about what's going on here, what's happening, yeah, and just do some quick sketches. I want to do a sketch of the place I walk every single day to get to class, and just talk a little bit of chit chat. It gets a bit lonely here, especially when the internet isn't, working properly, or you don't have access to the same things that you used to. It's nice to chat a little bit, even if I'm really in this little room by myself, chatting to myself. But you're there. Let's start. I took some images of the places that I want to sketch, and do it kind of, not really stick to everything that I see there, but kind of add my own ideas to it. So yeah, I'm just gonna start. You guys can sketch along with me if you want, or start doing your own stuff. I really love hearing when people say that they're doing their own stop motions and their own works on the side when I am doing mine. It's kind of like, yeah, keeping each other company when we're doing these things, because it can get lonely sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes it can get quite lonely when you're just creating. Sometimes it's nice, that solitude, and to be by yourself and create things by yourself. But it is kind of nice sometimes to just talk, have a chat. I talk by myself when I'm working anyway. I talk to myself, for myself, I guess. I also know that we're in it together, in a way. So I'm just gonna draw the outline of the first house. I only have that camera at the moment, so I can't really show you guys what I'm doing, but maybe show you a bit of the outline. I also hope that this mic is okay and I'm not ruining the sound or anything, and it's bearable. It's not my perfect mic from my home. What am I doing in China? It's been really nice to be back, really nice. It's been really nice to be back in the culture and eat the food. The food, that's the best part, I think. Out of everything here, the food is the best part. I'm sorry, people, I'm sorry. The food, oh gosh, so good. It's nice to kind of be back in this culture as well. I am half Chinese. I have lived in China for a long time. We just kept, with the family for my dad's job, we just kept moving back and forth from Asia, well, from country to China, basically. China was always a place that we always returned to, until it became France, until we had our home in France. And then France was the place that we kept returning to. But now I guess it's kind of China again, since I'm back here. And I am teaching. So teaching some students in Fuzhou. So this little city, well, not very little, but yeah, compared to the rest of China, I guess. This little city in China, by the coast, which is very nice. It's so warm. The weather here is strange though. It goes from, so yesterday was like 30 degrees, and today went to 10 degrees. Like the jumps are crazy. It goes from, yesterday as well, it went from super duper sunny, 30 degrees, to raining and cold at night and really humid. Like cold but humid, you know, it's a weird type of a temperature. Though I have lived in China for a long time before, I think the the most south that we went was, I think, Shanghai, where we lived was Shanghai, and that was already so warm and humid during summertime. This isn't even summer, we're in winter, we're in December, and it's 30 degrees. Last weekend, we went to the beach with some colleagues because, you know, it's just such nice weather. But anyway. This is how it looks like right now. Very simple. Very simple. But that's okay. Just continue drawing So this house is something that I see every single day when I walk to class. So I am a teacher here when I walk to class. And I just thought that it looked really interesting and I wanted to have a go at sketching it out. I drew these other little sketches already before of doors and stuff in France. And I wanted to try to do something here as well. So not necessarily doors, but windows and houses and buildings, and maybe make a tiny portfolio of these sort of things. It has been, for those who know, who have been traveling or had to travel for work and stuff, it has been hard to kind of adjust, especially since I'm only here for a short time. I'm supposed to come back end of February, beginning March for 3 months. But now I've only been here for less than a month. I'm only supposed to stay for a month. I'm going home in 2 weeks. I don't know, it's hard to kind of get used to it because I know I'm leaving. So my suitcase isn't really unpacked, you know, because I am leaving soon. Some people, when they get to a place, they like to completely relax, unpack, make themselves at home. I have a hard time doing that just because I know I'm going to leave. So I kind of leave everything the way it is. So when it will be 3 months, it'll give me more time to kind of realize that I'm going to be here for a little while and kind of settle in then. But right now it's taking a while for me to get used to this. Plus I miss my cat so much, so much. It's crazy how much you can miss your pets, like what importance they have in your lives. You don't even realize until you leave for a little while how much you care for them. Like out of all my friends and family and whatever's, the thing I miss the most is my cat. There's nothing I miss more than my cat right now. And she's so innocent and so sweet. Yeah, just wish she knew how much I thought of her. And she wouldn't be too stressed where she is now. She's in a little cat hotel. It seems to be doing good. I have some feedback every now and then. By the time you see this video, I should be back in France already, actually. It's a bit hard to upload any videos from here, from China. What are you guys doing? How have you guys been? What have you been up to? Because I have this job now, of course it's hard, it's difficult for me to make any stop motion content. I do intend to, I really do. A good thing about being here is because the internet is a bit unreliable in what I can access or just for me to know what to watch at night. Basically, I downloaded some videos before coming here and have some loaded up. So sometimes I just take my notebook out and sketch or do something, and I came up with a couple of stories that I want to really explore. And some stories, of course, inspired by my time here. And I'd love to make them into stop motion animation. And just talking to my students about ideas, coming up with ideas and the idea of storytelling and characters. It really makes me want to do work as well. I kind of want to sit with them and do all the coursework and tasks as well. I don't know, I miss the idea of creation. Teaching is fun and all, but I do love when I am able to create myself things. And again, if I were to stay here longer, I would have most likely brought my tools. I would have most likely brought, paint, or even went out and quickly bought some here, some clay or something. My idea was to make a little sculpture when I'm here and do like a late night chats, creation, ramen, but with sculpting. But I just don't have the time, or, working as a teacher, it is really hard. Yeah, it is difficult, especially when you're new to it, because this is my first time teaching in-person classes. Normally they're always online. So first time really teaching in-person classes, and there's just so much preparation. These are new lectures that I've never tackled before, so I have to make new presentations. Every single lecture has to be prepared in advance, of course. And I'm working a lot. Like Fridays I do 8 a.m. No, Fridays I do 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff to prepare. But again, I am extremely grateful for this job. It's helping me financially a lot. I'm very fortunate to get this opportunity. Many people, when they're 26, because I'm 26 now, they don't have that opportunity to do this, especially teaching a university level course. So I am extremely fortunate to have it. Very, very grateful. Very grateful. This might take a while. I'm doing all the little tilings on the house. Have any of you ever struggled with the concept of home? I have. So if you've seen my quick video about the book that I wrote when I was 12 and then again at 24, that's all about being about home and feeling abandoned and losing your home, and the importance of home, whether it's a person, a place, feeling. I don't know, I've always struggled, and I thought about that recently just because I'm here in China, being mixed as well, biracial, being half Chinese and half European. This idea of home, I always felt at home in where I live in France, so especially in Francheville, which is a little place where we had a house and where I grew up basically. It's nothing really fancy, but there's some nice forests and stuff, and that's just where we had our childhood house. And yeah, so I always felt at home there. But then every now and then when I come back to China, there's such a familiar feeling, and it's such a nice feeling as well that I get. The food, the atmosphere, the people, the smells, There's a certain smell at night in China. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the air or just everything together, plus the food and the smoke and everything like that together. It's just so familiar. I think one of the things I struggle a little bit with is that all of those smells and stuff I normally associate it with family and these sort of joyful memories, and now, though it's not that these memories aren't joyful, but they're not the same sort of memories that they were before. I'm not with my family right now. I don't know, I'm alone in this familiar atmosphere that is also extremely unfamiliar because I've never been to this city before. I've never been to this university before. I've never been to a Chinese university in general. I've also never been a teacher. There's just a lot. But then it's familiar, but then it's unfamiliar, you know? Is that the idea of the uncanny, right? Something that's familiar, but so familiar, it becomes also unfamiliar. Home right now is also my place in France, I think. So with my cat, that little studio apartment, I would say that that is currently my home. But I am not staying there forever either. I have plans to leave, and I have some other ideas of what's to come in the future for myself and my cat. Some ideas that I want to achieve. I can share them now. Manifest them, right? Manifest them upwards. So I want to do a little course that I've had my eye on for a while now. And I want to do that. All this sketching and stuff is kind of part of the building the portfolio. So starting already. I want to do that. I want to also have another sort of home. Maybe I also want to travel a lot, so I want to do stop motion, but also travel. I like the idea of traveling and making little sets and little characters depending on where I go and where I travel. Maybe little scenes as well, you know, have more stories to tell, because at the moment, the stories I tell are all very similar to myself. They're all my own personal experiences and themes. But I would like to expand on that and have new experience and new themes to unravel. Because a lot of my stuff is about loneliness and certain mental health struggles and those sort of things, and loner characters and outcasts and whatever. And those are themes that I enjoy exploring. But I feel like there's so much more that I could also explore, you know, outside as well. And I think by traveling, I can have that. Oh, this is taking so long to do this shingles of the place. My eyes are going a bit wonky just from staring at this paper and doing all these tiny little details. That's okay, I bought new glasses. I'm going to be honest, completely 100% honest with you guys here now. The main thing I love to do is characters and story worlds. Animating, I like it. I love being able to see my characters come to life on the screen. I love that. But if I could have someone animate these things for me, that'd be even better. And I could come up with the concepts and the ideas and the world and the design and the characters and develop the characters. I love doing that. That's, I think, my true passion in a way, to create them. The animating part, I do enjoy it. I definitely do. But it's not the number one reason I'm doing it. So yeah, I just kind of wish to do more of that. I also want to say a huge welcome to all the new people that have come. I think in the last video I said that there were 700 of you. Right now, when shooting this video, there's like 945 people. Insane. I can't even imagine. I remember when I got like 20 people and I was thinking, wow, 20 people. And then I was thinking, yeah, like, and I was thinking, You know, I bet most of these people I don't know, and it's not my family who's following me, because they only started following me when I had like 200 people. Then they started. But that's okay. I forgive them. I'm joking. Life is good. We get uncertainties. How's this? Is it okay? Slow process, but enjoyable. It's interesting over here, when class ends, whether that's in the afternoon or at night, they blast music for the students, which is very interesting. No, they blast loud music, like it's not even like there's an area where they play the music. They play it all on campus. There's speakers everywhere on campus, and they kind of just blast like radio music from China. So, you know, in the beginning you think, okay, maybe it's to calm the students down or something, to keep them, you know, to make them relax during their break. And that's what I thought. But then at one point they're blasting like heavy rock music, because I think it was just radio music. It's interesting. It's a different way of, you know, approaching a university, I guess, a different way of doing things. I don't know if it's like that in most universities, or is this just a very Fuzhou type of a quirk or something. I don't know, maybe in other places on Earth, on our planet, they do it too. It would be nice if you could like show me your work as well, if there could be like an exchange here that happens. But I don't know how that would work. Like how to do it, basically. But I don't know how we could do that. Ta-da! The next one is a little bit more complicated. Okay, so I'm going to continue this then by myself, this last piece, because I have a lot of bricks to do and it might take a little while, and I kind of want to lay down and just do these very peacefully and put the camera away and just be by myself, and I'll put the final results in a way of these sketches. It's nothing too wow, it's just me sketching with you guys. But yeah, there are many stop motion animation ideas to come. So if you want to join, sorry, so into this. If you want to join, please do subscribe, like, comment, whatever you want. Again, thank you to all the new people here. It's crazy. And yeah, thank you for growing this little community together with me, where we can create, talk together, and just, yeah, create different mediums as well. That's what I love to do, and that's what I hope we can do together. So not just stop motion, of course, mostly stop motion and model making, but also sketching and painting, and just allowing ourselves to try different stories, right? Different stories, different characters, different ideas. There's so much I want to do, so many. We'll see. But right now, I have 2 more weeks here of teaching, of creating, of talking to students, trying to get them to think outside of the box at times. And yeah, and then I'm flying all the way back home. Flying all the way back home and seeing my little cat, getting my normal coffee and pain au chocolat in the morning at the bakery, and I can't wait. I enjoyed here. I'm very grateful, very, very grateful, but can't wait for my little routine again. So thank you very much for watching, and let me know what you've been up to, what you've been creating during this time. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.